Who is Jason Aldean? I don't know. I'm gonna be real. Let's do some research real quick. So, Jason Aldean. He's an American singer, apparently, and he just looks. He looks. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, that's a specimen right there. That's what we call it, a Sigma male. I thought this was two hats for a second. Anyways. Okay. Let's look at what Matthew Walsh has to say about Jason Aldean not backing down and how that's a good thing. I assume he did something bad because Matthew Walsh is defending him. So I'm assuming this Mr. Aldean is in the wrong here. But I may get proven wrong because I know nothing at all about this situation. I'm just here to laugh at it. So let's go.
All right, this is from Daily Wire. Country music star Jason Aldean's wife, Brittany, an outspoken opponent of the woke agenda permeating much of American society, fired back at critics of her husband's song, Try That in a Small Town, who called the lyrics racist. Aldean's song, released in May, was targeted by people saying it was racist and pro-lynching. We talked about that yesterday.
I mean, let's just go off the title here. Try That in a Small Town. That's usually used for, like, people expressing themselves, and mostly minorities expressing themselves. So, I'm already on the side of the woke CIA agenda here.
She wrote on her Instagram story, "Media, it's the same song and dance. Twist everything you can to fit your repulsive narrative. How about instead of creating stories, we focus on the real ones, such as child trafficking, food for thought."
You can do both. Both can happen at the same time. There's not like a one... There's enough like real estate in the media industry to do multiple things at one time. And I know the child trafficking thing is a dog whistle to that one like Nazi movie. Maybe I should watch that someday. Maybe we should watch it. But I just know it's a Nazi movie. Anyways.
And this is after Aldean defended himself. We played some of his statement yesterday. So far, neither Jason Aldean or his wife are backing down or apologizing. And I give him credit for that because usually the way these things go, you know, we're going on like 48 hours now of Jason Aldean being accused of being a pro-lynching racist.
Oh no, not 2 days. I like how like conservatives and like people who want to dramatize things like use the like most possible like largest unit they can think of instead of like using the most like sensical unit. It's like saying a baby is 24 months when it's 2 years old. Well, not a baby at that point. That would be like a toddler. But still, you get the point.
By everyone in the media and on social media and the outrage mob coming after. So it's like 48 hours, if not more, of this. And what we find typically is that people don't last even, usually it's like 2 or 3 hours is kind of the maximum. And then we get the full-throated apology, the retraction, and everything else. That hasn't happened yet. I really hope it stays that way. It has to. And I think Jason Aldean and Brittany Aldean, I think they understand that, first of all, it's wrong to back down on your convictions to begin with, but also
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not wrong to admit you're wrong. Guys, if you admit you are in the wrong at any time, you are bad. That's bad of you. You should never do that.
doesn't do you any good.
Yes, it does. It most certainly does. I literally just explained this. Maybe if you listen to me more.
So you've been branded a racist who's in favor of lynching. And once they've said that, and they've said that to begin with, there's no basis for it to begin with. So
who is they, Matthew? Who is they? Could you please like give us a specific like maybe person or news outlet or group of people who said that? Could please? It'd be really helpful, I think.
There's nothing you can say that's going to dissuade them or persuade them otherwise. There's nothing you can say that would make them go, oh, you know what? Maybe they're not okay with lynching.
Yes, you can. Literally, just be like, hey, what I said was like fucked up, and I hate lynching. I'm anti-lynching. Lynching is bad. That's literally all you have to do. Like, but there's nothing you can say to come off as anti-lynching while being pro-lynching.
Maybe the country song was not a call to round up black people and lynch them. There's nothing you could say that would make them respond that way, because it was never based in fact to begin with. Yeah,
guys, it's just a song. It's just a country song. It has nothing at all to do with anything political. It's okay, little bro.
And I think the Aldeans understand all of that. So I do have a fair amount of faith that they're going to stick by their guns on this, and I certainly hope they do. A few years ago, I sent in a portrait photo to paint your life, and the process quick and easy. I love their work so much. I decided to capture a photo.
I don't care. I don't care.
I want a painting of me meeting aliens.
Honestly, that's kind of tough. You know, if anybody but Matt Walsh was there, that would be tough.
If you're looking, because I'm going to salvo aliens that fit almost any, create the portrait.
Oh my God, he's still going. He's still going.
Free shipping at the moment. The return, the leftists lost their mind, making abortion their official sacrament. The pro-life efforts, which are more important now than ever, are booming. You heard that right. Despite the narrative, pro-lifers did not go away. They've only increased in number. As one of the largest pro-life organizations in the world, no one is in a better position than 40 Days for Life to end abortion.
Oh my God, it's another ad. Oh my God.
One other note about this, and we talked about this plenty yesterday, so we don't need to rehash it. But one of the points that I've seen people make about the Try That in a Small Town song, why it's racist, and I've even seen, I don't know why I say even, like this is surprising, but I've even seen some conservatives on Twitter who are conceding that the song is troubling. And one of the things that they find troubling about it is that allegedly, apparently, the building, you know, in the music video, Jason Aldean is singing in front of us, some building in Tennessee. And that building was, they claim, the site of an actual lynching.
That's pretty yikes. I wouldn't film there. That's all I'm saying. Unless I'm doing like a historical documentary on the history of lynchings, I don't think I'm filming there.
And so, that's the messaging that he's sending. This is subliminal messages. He went to the site of an actual lynching and sang this song?
I don't know about that. I don't think it's really like subliminal messaging. I think it's more of a like you know type of thing, to where it's just a dog whistle. It's like, hey, like the everyday person isn't gonna know what's going on, but like the audience, the intended audience, is gonna be like, oh, he's one of us. He's a racist.
Yeah, as if, and I didn't even look it up to see if it's true or not, because it's irrelevant. Because if it is true, then it was what they're saying. It was 100 years ago, a century ago, allegedly a lynching happened outside this building. So they're supposed. So before you shoot a music video, you're supposed to look at all the buildings that are in the background and do a detailed historical dive to find out if anything bad happened at any point, anywhere in the vicinity of where you're doing the music video.
If you're making a political song, I think so. Yes, I think if you're making a political song and you know what you're doing, you should probably look at the history of the area that you're filming in. But like in any other context, I think this would be a reasonable criticism. But it's a political song, and we're going to be listening to it in about a minute, so.
Give me a break. As if they're supposed to know that, right? And you get all these people on Twitter pretending that that's the infamous site of the lynching of 19 whatever. As if you already knew that. As if you saw the building and immediately, right? Oh, that was where that infamous lynching happened 103 years ago. Oh, shut up. You had no idea.
What if they did, though? What if they did, you know? all I'm saying.
One person went on Wikipedia or somewhere and found this. Is that we got him now? And then everybody else sees it and says, oh yeah, well, I knew that. What, you didn't know that building was a lynching happened there? 103, everyone knows that. He must have known that. It's common knowledge.
Here's the thing though. Literally nobody behaves like this. Nobody says this. Nobody does these things. He is literally just, what's the drill tweet? What's the drill tweet? Half of Twitter is making up a guy. Yeah, here we go. Oh no, it's not drill. Twitter is 90% someone imagining a guy, tricking themselves into believing that guy exists and then getting mad about it. But just replace Twitter with like Nazism.
It's common knowledge now because they're all pretending. And that's why the whole thing is so flimsy and so ridiculous that it's based in absolute fantasy, the claims they're making about the song are. And so the only thing that we should get from the Aldeans towards the outrage mob is utter contempt.
So like, best case scenario, it's pure negligence. Worst case scenario, it is a dog whistle for like a far right, you know, racist lynching, you know? I don't think any of these case scenarios are good though. So
if anything, if I have any note, you know, for them on their reaction so far, and again, it's been good, but if anything, like turn up the contempt a little bit more. Because these people deserve it. They desperately deserve it. If you'd like to see what else I have to say, you can access my full show by going to dailywire.com or by going to the Matt Walsh.
Okay. So, now that we've heard that, we're going to be listening to this song. We are going to be listening to this song, and we're going to be watching the music video as well. So let's go.
This is
God damn it.
Expert on what's hot.
Need something spicy?
Babe, just order a volcano taco from Taco Bell. You're welcome for calling. Bye.
Need even more spice? The volcano menu is back at Taco Bell.
Greetings, Agent. This
Oh
is
my
Valorant
God.
Tracker. Used by over 500,000 agents, Valorant Tracker will help you play smarter.
No one cares. Oh, I just love the way it starts. To be insanely fair, this does look like the type of building a lynching would take front of. Like, if I saw this building, I would assume that, like, it was built by slaves and also, like, 40 million people of color were lynched in front of it if I ever saw this building. So, you know, it's not an unsafe assumption to assume that. What? What?
Sucker punch somebody on a sidewalk, carjacking old lady at a red light, pull a gun on the owner of a liquor store. You think it's cool, act a fool if you like, cuss out a cop, spit in his face, stomp on the flag and light it up.
These all sound like really cool things to do, and you should do them right now. You should do all of these. Anything he lists here, it says that it's bad, is something you should probably do.
Yeah,
In Minecraft.
think it's tough. Well, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Around here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't. Try that in a small town. Got a gun that my granddad gave me. They say one day they're gonna round up. Well, that shit might fly in the city. Good luck. Try that in a small town.
I just want to point out, no, no farmer dresses like this. No, this is a city cowboy. This is a city cowboy. Okay? As somebody who lives very close to rural places, that people only dress like this in large cities. You go to Houston, you find 40,000 people dressed like this. You go to like Brazoria County, I think that would be south of, yeah, that would definitely be south of Houston. But you go to Brazoria County, you will not see a single soul dressed like this. You know what you will see? Um um, uh you will see a person in a button-up shirt that hasn't been washed in 10 years, that is 30 years old. A 30-year-old unwashed buttoned-up shirt. Insanely worn jeans, and a belt, and a huge belt buckle, and boots, and like a trucker hat. That is what you will see in a average farm in an average southern rural place. This isn't what people in rural places dress like. And whenever they want to dress nice, they don't dress like this. They get their slightly nicer button-up shirt, um, and that hasn't been washed in 5 years instead of 10. They get that on, and they get like a pair of khakis and a pair of dress shoes, and they, instead of wearing a hat, they just fucking some hair gel in there and call it a day. Never in my life have I seen a person in a rural area or a rural adjacent area or a poor white area or even a middle class white area dressed like this. I've only seen it in Houston.
Before you make it down the road, around here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't. Try that in a small town full of good old boys,
Good old boys.
raised up right. If you're looking for a fight, try that in a small town. Try that
Bro, think he Roger Waters.
in a small town.
This is his The Wall. This is his The Wall. To him, this has the same political and like what's it called? This has the same importance to him as The Wall does to all normal people.
Around here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you
I don't see what duck hunting has to do with like any of this. Literally,
to find out. I recommend you don't. Try that in a small town.
These farmers are dropping their own crops for the day. A friend is in need, and they've come to help.
It's what this community and a lot of our communities stand for. Somebody needs some help, you'll get it.
okay. I don't really care what your community stands for. Sorry. Sorry, Snowflake. I don't care what your community stands for. I care what individuals stand for. And what individuals stand for mostly is having rights. So sorry, I don't really care about your little community, bro. Sorry about that.
Try that in a small town.
You know, when it comes to cultural significance, let's see here. Let's see here. I'm willing to bet this album And I am very willing to bet this album has a more political and any sort of cultural impact vastly more than anything this man will ever do in his life. Sorry about that. And some of you may say, Tay, why are you using The Wall as an example? These are very different works. No, they aren't. I don't think they are very different works. This is his wall. This is his, it's kind of like fucking huge sort of boom moment. It's not very dissimilar, I don't think. So, I'm sorry, Jason Aldean. Nothing you will ever do will have the same significance as the worst album by, like, the Beatles. I hate the Beatles. I'm just using them as an example. Nothing you will ever do, Jason Aldean, will ever have anything. Oh my god, Dickies Arena. Anyways, nothing will ever come close to anything that any real artist has ever done. Notice how all of these people are just weaponizing idpol as literally just essentialism. I am a 40-year-old black woman, which means I speak for all 40-year-old black women, apparently. I'm Puerto Rican. I love the song's message. Fucking okay. I don't care. As a black man who also is an army vet, it's like that one. What? Oh my god. Politician the politician who pretended to be black. Beatles are overrated. Based. To be a gay black man. It's literally just this. It's literally just this. This is the whole comment section. The whole comment section is just this tweet.
Going around, stop. Going around, stop. Going around, stop. Going around, stop. Lost, I think I'm changing. Trying to make some sense of all the shit that never makes sense. I put my opinion